preparation of soil. Now I am going to list out some other importance of preparation of soil. So now let us look into the points. So the process of loosening and turning the soil is called ploughing or tilling. The process of loosening or turning of soil is called tilling or ploughing. So the plowed field may have big crumbs of soil called as crumbs. The plowed field may have big clumps of soil called as crumbs. And breaking the crumbs and leveling of soil is very much beneficial for sowing as well as for irrigation. So leveling of soil is done with the help of a leveler. And sometimes adding the manure before tilling the land is helpful in proper mixing of manure with the soil. Now let us look into some of the agricultural implements. So what are those? So there are three major agricultural implements. So one is plough, hoe, and the other one is the cultivator. What is a plough? So plough, it is made of wood and is drawn by a pair of bulls. In some other places, if you see, they use the other animals like horses and even camels are used in some other part of India also. And this plough contains a strong triangular iron strip called as plough share. It is called plough share, and it also has a main part of the plough. It also has a main part of the plough and is a long log of wood which is called a plough shaft. This plough is mainly used for removing the weeds and turning the soil. Turning the soil means loosening of the soil. As I told, this is called ploughing or tilling. So plough, with the help of plough, we can plough the land. That means we can loosen the land. So loosening, along with loosening, we can also remove the weeds of the soil. So now let us look into another agricultural implement, that is hoe. What is this hoe? So it has a long rod of wood of iron. Long rod of wood or iron. A strong rod and bent plate of iron is fixed to one of its ends and it works like a blade. So this blade or the hoe is helpful for removing of weeds and for loosening of soil. Cultivator. Cultivator is one of the device used for ploughing the land. So this is used along with the cultivator. So nowadays ploughing is done by tractor driven cultivator. You might have seen the tractor carrying the device, a ploughing device which is to cultivate or the plough or drill, or even we say tilling the land. So this is used mainly to save the time and labor. Now let me understand the important part of the agriculture, that is sowing. What is sowing? What are the methods to be followed while sowing, and what are the tools used for sowing? Let us understand. Sowing is a very important part in crop production. action. And a farmer must select the good quality, healthy crops and a good variety of crops to get a high yield. How or what are the different methods of selecting the crop? One of the easiest method I am going to explain you now. Selection of seeds. So take a handful of seeds and put it in the water in a beaker and observe for a few minutes. Most of the seeds will settle at the bottom of the beaker, but some of the seeds will float on the water. The floating seeds are the damaged seeds or the hollow seeds. So these are damaged or hollow seeds, being lighter, it floats in the water. It never gets sink into the water. So this has to be removed. So this is not fit for sowing. So only the healthier crops, the one which are settled at the bottom into the beaker, is the healthy seed. So it has to be used for sowing. So this is the one of the best method and the simple method for selecting the good crops or the seeds, good seeds. Now let us know what are the different tools used for sowing. Students, you might have sown some of the seeds in the pots, but it is a difficult task when you enter a 5-acre field or a 10-acre field. So sowing the seeds with the hand is a very difficult task. So some tools are used for sowing the seeds. So traditional tool. First let us understand what is the traditional method or what is the traditional tool used by the farmer. So the traditional tool is like a funnel shape. It is like funnel shape. You know what is funnel? So this is funnel shape. And here the seeds are filled in the funnel. The seeds are filled in the funnel. And it is passed down through 2 or 3 more pipes. 2 or 3 pipes. And this is followed with 2 or 3 pipes having the sharp ends. So these sharp ends will pierce the soil and place the seeds there into the soil. So traditionally, the tool used is like funnel shape, and where the seeds are filled, it is filled into the funnel shape, and the dung, if you observe, so it comes into 2 or 3 pipes having the sharp ends. These sharp ends will pierce into the soil and it helps to place the seeds there. So now let us know what is the seed drill. So by the name you can understand seed drill. So this is nowadays we are using this seed drill. So which is used for sowing and it is used along with the tractors. Seed drill is a device used for sowing the seeds along with the tractors. This is helpful in sowing the seeds uniformly at equal distances and at equal depth. And this ensures that seeds get covered by the soil after sowing. So when it enters the deep, So by the rainwater or by during irrigation, so the soil will be covered. The soil covers the seeds, so it ensures the protection of crops from the birds or any other insects, so that being eaten. So it protects the seeds when the soil is covered. When the soil is covered, the seeds are protected. Because when it is exposed, the seeds will be eaten by the birds. And it saves time and labor. So this seed drill, so it is a, nowadays we are using this, so and it is a traditional one. So it saves the time and labor. And compared to this traditional tool, so as it is used in tractor and this we are using the bullocks, so it takes more time. So here time is saved and the labor is saved. And it also helps to place the seeds at appropriate distance. So there is a distance between one seed and another seed. So this distance is very much helpful